March in Connecticut is that hopeful moment when we start spotting the first signs of spring. Longer days, a few very flowers, and everyone suddenly believing winter is finally over. Even though we're still keeping a snow shovel in the trunk just in case. While the weather is figuring itself out, the real estate market across Norwalk, Milford, and New Haven has already made up its mind. Inventory is tight. Buyers are active and well priced homes are moving with purpose. With inventory sitting under 2 months in all three markets, competition remains strong and strategy matters more than ever for both buyers and sellers. So, as we trade snow boots for slightly lighter jackets and start dreaming about beach days along the Sound, let's take a look at what's happening in our local real estate market this month and what it could mean if you're thinking about move this spring. This is Christina, your local Connecticut real estate agent with SGH team powered by the Real Broker. Happy March, Milford, the month where Connecticut collectively decides it's spring, even though winter is still lurking like it forgot its code. One day it's 60 degrees, the next day it's snowing sideways, classic Connecticut behavior. But while the weather is confused, the Milford real estate market is actually very clear about what it's doing, and that is staying competitive. Let's start with inventory because this is where things get interesting. Milford is currently sitting at just 0.98 months of inventory. That's down 37% from last month and a huge 48% from this time last year. In simple terms, there are far fewer homes available than there are buyers looking. Right now, we have 40 new listings hitting the market, and the median price for active listings is 574,900. For sellers, that means strong visibility and serious buyers paid attention. Looking at homes that are currently under contract, the median list price is 464,999. And these homes are spending about 59 days on the market before going pending. That tells us buyers are active, but they're also taking the time to make thoughtful decisions. For recently sold homes, the median sold price is 430,000, and those properties are taking around 55 days to sell. Homes are selling at about 100.2% of their listing price, meaning sellers are generally getting exactly what they ask, sometimes just a little more. One interesting shift this month is that the median days on market increased by about 12%. Buyers are slightly more deliberate, which can actually create a small window for strategic timing, especially if you are coordinating both buying and selling. Heavy March Norwalk, the months where Connecticut residents start spotting the first signs of spring and immediately forget we still have three coats in the car just in case. While the weather can just quite commit yet, the Norwalk real estate market absolutely has, and it's leaning firmly into competitive territory. Let's start with inventory because this number tells a big story. Norwalk is currently sitting at just 0.82 months of inventory. That's down 34% from last month and an incredible 53% from this time last year. In other words, there are far fewer homes available than buyers looking, which puts sellers in a strong position. We currently have 48 new listings entering the market with a median list price of 634,499. There are 70 active listings priced at a median of 629,950. For sellers, this means buyers are watching closely, but pricing your home correctly is still a key. The right price is what turns your interest into offers. New pending listings are going under contract in a median of just 25 days. For sellers, that means your home could move fast when it hits the market. For buyers, this is not the kind of market where you can bookmark a listing and think about it next weekend. The median sold price in Norwalk is currently 666,500, which is down about 6% from last month. But here's a key details. Homes are selling at 100.51% of their list price. That means buyers are still offering right at or slightly above asking price to secure the right property. As we move into March and the spring market begins to wake up, one thing is clear: demand in Norwalk remains strong. Happy March, New Haven, the month when Connecticut starts giving us tiny hints of spring, like one warm afternoon followed immediately by a snow squall just to keep us humble. While the weather is still negotiating with winter, the New Haven real estate market has already picked a direction, and it's staying active. Let's start with inventory. Right now, New Haven has 1.42 months of housing supply. That's down 15% from last month and 29% lower than this time last year. There are fewer homes available, which creates a competitive environment for buyers and opportunity for sellers. In February, 34 new listings came onto the market with a median list price of 322,000. Currently, there are 71 active listings with a slightly higher median list price of 339,000. Now, here's some encouraging momentum. We saw 49 new pending listings with a median list price of 300,000. These homes are spending about 44 days on the market before going under contract. That tells us buyers are active and homes that are priced well are still attracting strong interest. Looking at recently closed sales, the median sold price has increased by 8% to 295,000. Homes are selling in about 72 days, which is a 24% increase in time on the market. Meaning buyers are taking a little more time to evaluate their decisions, and homes are selling at 100.81% of their list price, which means sellers are still getting close to and sometimes above their asking list price. Low inventory means sellers have leverage, but buyers who are prepared and realistic about pricing are still finding success. As we step into the spring market across Milford, Norwalk, and New Haven, one thing is clear: inventory remains tight. Buyers are motivated, and well priced homes continue to attract strong attention. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or simply planning your next move later this year, having a clear strategy early can make all the difference in a competitive market like ours. If you're curious about your home's value or want to talk through your plans for 2026, I'm always happy to help. Until next month, enjoy the longer days, the first hints of spring along the Sound, and may your March be filled with sunshine, fresh opportunities, and maybe a little last Connecticut wind.